huge interest rate rise in the United States yesterday.
Yeah, so, when we're thinking about this economic landscape since the past year, obviously there were concerns about inflation that a lot of people were floating in 2021. And as we know, that this is historic heights in terms of inflation not seen since, I believe, 3 or 4 decades. So it's unclear how effective the interest rate hikes will actually be as like a proactive measure. I know that some people have accused Fed Chairman Powell of trying to induce recession, a charge that obviously he would deny, as any central bank president would. But yeah, going forward, I think that not only does this have tremendous global economic impact potential, given that the United States is the single largest economy on earth, but also politically, the possibility of an induced recession inadvertently anyway stands to deeply impact the midterms and possibly give Republicans an advantage.
Finally, we did have a story earlier about COVID vaccines for very young children. Where is COVID in the dialogue in the United States? It's, of course, it dictated things for a couple of years. It seems to be off the radar very much in this part of the world. What's it like there?
So it's kind of interesting looking at it in like a macro perspective of a crisis that is, 2 years in the making. Obviously, for the first 14 months, March 2020 to May 2021, pre-vaccine or, vaccine run up to it in the really early stages of the process. That was one where obviously that's the single most important issue. And obviously the biggest hot item on the agenda was governors considering proposals to reopen. And then you had for a few months after that, it was a bit quieter. Then the Delta wave in summer 2021 made it more pressing. And then finally Omicron in, December 2021 and January of this year led to it becoming the single biggest issue again, like 2 years after the initial outbreak. At this point, it really is very mum. And I know a lot of people who want more proactive public health measures are critical of this. But in terms of public dialogue, if it hasn't disappeared, it has come about as close to disappearing as it possibly can. It really is not discussed that much in public dialogue, and Congress really isn't taking any measures to ensure increase pandemic prevention funds will actually be allocated this year.
Not a problem. Aiden, we will chat real soon. Have a good weekend.
Thank you, you too.